to listen to a breakdown of this interview from Shark Tank Bucket Golf. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Bucket Golf was actually on a Shark Tank probably a few weeks ago, about a month or so ago, and I actually had an opportunity, thankfully, to interview Tyler from Bucket Golf. Man, you're talking about, look, the whole point of this show or this channel is for you guys to hopefully be able to create some IP and monetize off your IP. And Tyler from Bucket Golf, he has an amazing story. We're just going to show a clip. As you can see, it's a 46-minute interview, but we're just going to play a 2 or 3 minute clip just to kind of give you guys what the interview is talking about. I think this clip is talking about his Shark Tank experience, but you guys have to create IP. This guy, Tyler, just kind of give you a little bit of his story. He was a lacrosse player at the University of Denver. He, what else did he? He was a lacrosse coach at the University of Stanford out west. And then next thing you know, he kind of creates this game, Bucket Golf, that goes on to sell $12 million, I think, last year. So you're talking about this guy who was not heavy into sports, heavy into lacrosse, and next thing you know, this guy is a millionaire. Again, $12 million. I think he's making anywhere from $1 to $2 million pocketing in profits a year from Bucket Golf. And again, we're going to play a little bit of this the interview. And again, please feel free to go check out more of the full-length interview on Everything Intellectual Property YouTube channel. But let's go with this clip here, and then I'm gonna come back and we'll move on to the next topic. For sure. No, so then kind of moving on with like the Shark Tank experience. So what was that kind of mindset to say, okay, we need to go on Shark Tank? Because again, I was really impressed. A lot of times you get these Shark Tank pitches and I do these Shark Tank kind of breakdowns where I go through each. You had a pretty cool game, but then this game sudden I'm literally making millions of dollars. There we go. So I guess kind of what was that experience like? Because again, we know we only see 10 minutes, but I think you guys are in a tank for about an hour, just kind of going through that experience, being someone who have gone through it. What was that experience like? If you kind of still recall.
Oh yeah, it is you kind of black out a little bit, honestly. But the lead up process is like there's like a million like tryouts and all this stuff, video stuff you have to do. But then once you actually get the green light and you go there, it is super nerve wracking. I didn't think I was going to be nervous really, just because this is what I spend all day long doing. Like I know every single thing about the business. I know it all to share it. But then once you actually get out there knowing that everything you say and do, and the worst it is going to be put on the show potentially if you get aired, it's like, it just makes you nervous and kind of like, oh man, this is actually very nerve wracking. Was kind of like the biggest thing I felt is just like, it's nerve wracking, but it's also, one of the most fun things ever when you literally like the doors are shut and then they open them and you walk out just like it is on the show, and you just see them there for the first time, like in person, something you've watched so many times, and just getting to actually be out there and talk to them in person. It was just, it was like a
real moment.
It's surreal. Doesn't feel real when you're out there. Wish I could relive the experience again, because like stuff ended up going our way when we were out there, kind of. So,
and again, that's all I wanted to complain of that, man. Thankfully, these guys actually end up getting a deal with one of the Sharks. Like I said, he's doing $12 million a year, which, again, in my opinion, is crazy to think. But again, good stuff on his end for him to be able to get a deal on Shark Tank. Please feel free to go, take a little bit more of a deeper dive of that interview on Everything Intellectual Property YouTube channel.